Naoya Mukai has recently begun dating his childhood friend Saki Saki. Another girl, Nagisa Manase, confesses her love to him, but he turns her down. However, when she decides not to give up, Naoya finds her so cute he decides to convince Saki to accept Nagisa as his second girlfriend. Saki is so overwhelmed by Nagisa's cuteness she insists on becoming friends straight away. Naoya manages to explain his desire to date them both, and though Saki punishes him, she is eventually convinced by Naoya's honesty and Nagisa's cuteness and gives permission. Naoya suggests they move in together as he lives alone. On the first night, Saki is impressed by Nagisa's housewife skills, but is slightly jealous of her larger breasts. Nagisa offers to let Saki sleep with Naoya first, but Saki admits their relationship is not sexual yet. This leads to an awkward conversation where Naoya admits he would like a threesome. Saki admits she is tempted because of Nagisa's cuteness, but still insists Naoya is a pervert for suggesting it. Naoya decides to delay doing something intimate until they are all more comfortable with each other, but is surprised when Saki seems disappointed, though she violently denies it. For their first night, Naoya suggests everyone sleep in the same room. Nagisa moves into Naoya's futon to talk, causing Saki to think they are doing something naughty. As such, both girls move into Naoya's futon to be close to him. Later that night, Nagisa decides to spy on Saki's phone to learn more about her, only to find it contains multiple searches about naughty stuff. Saki almost catches her, but Naoya takes the blame and is punished. Nagisa reveals while preparing her confession she forgot to attend school. Naoya insists they spend all day studying, though it soon becomes clear Nagisa struggles at math. Despite claiming she has to use the bathroom as an excuse to cheat, she gets the answers wrong anyway. At school, Saki insists no one can know about their relationship, but when Naoya sees Nagisa has no friends, he attempts to reveal everything, only for Saki to stop him. Saki reveals she is worried people will think Naoya no longer cares about her. However, when Nagisa agrees they should only interact at home, Saki is touched by the offer and instead decides they can interact in secret where others cannot see them. The three decide to eat lunch together in the gym storeroom, which has a padlocked door to ensure privacy but an open window they use as an entrance. Saki realizes with Nagisa and Naoya doing cooking and household chores and Naoya doing his best to make both girls equally happy, she is not actually bringing anything to the relationship and fears Naoya will soon prefer Nagisa over her. She becomes determined to do something for Naoya, but with naughty stuff not an option, she tries cooking but burns the curry. Desperate to impress Naoya, Saki creeps into his room to tries to seduce him, but he turns her down. She then becomes upset, believing he prefers Nagisa's larger breasts and returns to her parents' house, which is only next door. Nagisa feels guilty enjoying being alone with Naoya. Naoya tries various ways to apologize and exhausts himself over 3 sleepless days, but Saki rejects him every time. Still feeling guilty, Nagisa decides to help and tricks Naoya into touching her while Saki can see, which causes Saki to rush back in a jealous rage, where Nagisa insists she talk to Naoya. Saki admits she feels inferior to Nagisa and it annoys her that Naoya does everything without asking for anything in return. Surprisingly, Nagisa agrees that Naoya does too much for them. Naoya realizes by taking all the responsibility, he was actually being selfish. With Saki back home, Naoya passes out from his 3 days of accumulated exhaustion. Saki and Nagisa debate how exactly they will become equals and realize they both like gaming. Nagisa is terrible at gaming and Saki feels better knowing there is something she is better at and they become friends. While watching another player called Milika streaming her games online, Naoya sees a school uniform in her thumbnail and realizes Milika attends their school. During lunch in the gym storage, Saki forgets to lock the window and another girl, Rika Hoshizaki, climbs in. Naoya panics and accidentally admits everything, amusing Rika who teases them about revealing their secret, until Nagisa recognizes her as Milika, causing Rika to also panic. As everyone now has secrets they do not want revealed, they all agree to keep quiet. Realizing they are actually decent people despite their unusual relationship, Rika decides she wants to join them as Naoya's third girlfriend. Saki and Nagisa deduce Rika only wants a boyfriend in case her fans begin stalking her. Naoya refuses to date her as her motivations are shallow and selfish. Having never been rejected before, Rika attempts to entice him. An accidental comment by Saki reveals they are living together, so Rika offers to pay the rent and bills. However, when Naoya still rejects her, she flees. The next day, Rika follows them home and begins living in a tent in the backyard, shooting risque exercise videos in her Milika persona to keep warm overnight and earn money to buy items needed to live outdoors. The next day, Rika realizes exercising has made her stink and is forced to improvise a shower wearing a bikini. The girls realize Rika might actually be stubborn enough to live in their backyard indefinitely. To keep Naoya's mind away from Rika, they attempt to seduce him in the bath wearing bikinis, but their nervousness and Naoya worrying about the Rika situation means it does not go to plan. In the end, Naoya makes them feel better by promising to spend more time with them and less time worrying about Rika. Naoya is determined to get rid of Rika as he is worried he might be too weak-willed to resist her forever. The girls decide to help get rid of her by donating her belongings to charity. Rika tries to stop them by convincing passers-by Naoya is a groper, but he refuses to let her go despite everyone staring and even offers to replace everything if she leaves. Rika cannot understand why an admitted two-timer refuses to date her, and he explains it is because he is committed to making Saki and Nagisa happy. This makes Rika develop a real crush on him. Rika's father appears and learns everything Rika has been doing, including her risque Milika videos, so he takes her phone to permanently shut down her account. However, Naoya stops him as he knows Rika is an artist and how much work she has put into developing her Milika persona. Naoya defending her turns Rika's crush into actual love. She agrees to go home to think, but only if her dad allows her to keep her Milika account. Saki and Nagisa become depressed over how much more trouble Rika might cause now she actually loves Naoya. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe.